Welcome to Set the Date. This is day 0. Think of it as your reset. It doesn't matter whether you're coming in as a C-suite leader, someone who's used to having the answers, who's seen the strategies, the budgets, and the boardrooms from the inside, or whether you're a subject matter expert, someone brilliant at what you do, but quietly aware that you've never really been shown how to run a business of your own. Today you start on the same playing field. And that's because fractional consulting isn't corporate. And it isn't contracting or freelancing. It's something completely different. And for something different, you need a different system. That's the system I've developed over the past 10 years. The one we now call the Fractional First operating system is now your new foundation. Over the next few minutes, I'll explain what it is, why it matters, and how it will carry you through every part of this program. And I'll let you in on a secret. When you fully activate it, there's a hidden layer that connects everything back to your financial future. But let's start at the beginning. We'll come back to that big reveal a little later. Fractional consulting is different. If you try to run it on corporate rules, with big budgets, long timelines, and committees at every turn, it crashes. If you try to run it on freelance habits, chasing hours, hustling for gigs, working harder but never owning the value, it burns you out. You need something different, a different OS. The Fractional First OS has 3 visible layers. Layer 1 is your foundation, your mindset. It's about shifting the rules you live by. Outcomes, not hours. Value, not volume. Flexibility, not fixed schedules. Layer 2 are your guardrails, the real truths of consulting. And here's the blunt reality. You need a niche. Without one, you blur into the background. You need to get comfortable with big numbers. If quoting a 50 grand engagement makes you freeze, we'll help unstick you. You need a personal board. People you can check in with, learn from, and lean on. Because this journey isn't solo, no matter how independent you feel. Layer 3 is your activation, the core modules of this program. Set the Date is your activation. We focus, we establish a baseline, and we know exactly where you are now. We niche, we figure out why you stand out. We pitch, we work on how you explain your value. And we find your audience, we show you how to find and reach the right people. Each one turns on another part of your OS, and each builds momentum. And when you've worked through them all, a 4th layer unlocks. The hidden layer. The one that connects your OS directly to your financial future. That's where the real transformation happens, but we'll come back to that later. Now, before we go any further, here's where we perform a reset on you and on your operating system. And I don't want you to do this part alone. So let me introduce you to Agent Billy. Billy is here to help you get out of your own way. To remind you that the very first step isn't about being perfect, it's about creating the space you need to start. Billy will prompt you through 3 simple but powerful actions. The first is to make the decision. Decide on the single outcome you want from this program. Write it down. Maybe you want more money. Maybe you want more time. Maybe you want multiple income streams. Or maybe you just want less stress. Whatever it is, put it into words. This is your anchor. The next is to make the time. Open your calendar and block a recurring slot for this work. Protect it. Treat it as non-negotiable, because this program only works if you give yourself the time to actually step into it. And the third is to make the plan. Write down 3 things you will stop doing today to create the capacity that you need. Maybe it's scrolling job boards at night. Maybe it's telling yourself you'll figure it out later. Those 3 things end here. Think of Billy as your accountability partner for day 0, the one who makes sure you log into this new operating system properly. Simple, direct, and designed to get you moving forward. Remember, if you're from the C-suite, your corporate experience is valuable. But the rules you've been playing by don't apply here. Budgets are smaller, timelines are shorter, and the decision makers you're talking to won't always think like your old peers. Reframing is essential. And if you're a subject matter expert, you already have the skills people desperately need. But you don't need to invent an entire business model from scratch. This is what the OS does for you. It takes away the overwhelm and it gives you structure. So let's make it real. Here are 3 things to do today. Your very first login steps to the Fractional First OS. Step 1, make the decision. Decide the single outcome you want from this program. Do you want more money, more time, multiple income streams, or simply less stress? Write it down. Step 2, make the time. Block a recurring slot in your calendar right now. Protect it. Treat it as non-negotiable, because this only works if you show up for yourself. Step 3, make the plan. Write down 3 things you will stop doing today to create space for this work. Maybe it's saying yes to the wrong kind of client. Maybe it's scrolling job boards at midnight. Maybe it's procrastinating until you feel ready. These are the choices that free up capacity for what's next. So let's talk about where we go from here. Tomorrow you'll run your first diagnostic. Module 1 is your baseline. This is where you'll see exactly where you are now, not just what you think you know, but also the gaps you may not even realise you have. From there you'll move into your niche, then your pitch, then your audience. And when you've done the work, you'll unlock the hidden layer, the part that actually transforms this program from a set of ideas into a financial plan you can actually deliver. Layer 4 is financial control, your future financial plan. This is where the work you've done stops being theory and starts becoming numbers. Layer 4 connects your niche, your pitch, and your audience directly to your financial outcomes. It's where you forecast income across multiple clients and streams. It's where you protect the lifestyle that you want by putting control back in your hands. Here's how it works in practice. Start with your niche and put a value on your offer. Then move to your pitch. Estimate how many of those offers you'll convert and at what deal size. Finally, align it with your audience. How many leads you need and at what pace to hit those goals. Put those 3 together and you've got a 12-month financial forecast you can actually deliver. With Layer 4 unlocked, your Fractional First OS is complete. This isn't just a program, it's your operating system. It's your future, designed, planned, and ready to run. So welcome to Set the Date. Day 0 is your permission slip to do things differently. Today you've met Billy, and Billy is here to make sure you get moving. And it's your chance to step into a new operating system for how you work, how you earn, and how you grow. Now set the time, set your intention, and get ready to set the date.